Okay, it's time for part 3. We've been prepped by Teri. There's about, 9 or 10 different vehicles this time. We're heading to the South Larremore Ranch. It's Monday morning, November, 20th? Yeah, November 20th. And it sounds like it's going to be interesting. There was a lot of rain here last week in this area where we're going, and it can be very muddy, so that may limit us as to where we can go. But she explained some of the things we'll be able to find, and she gave us a history of the geology around the area. Hopefully we'll find some good stuff. We'll see. I'll be sure and show you all the cool things I find along the way. All right, my first impressions of this Larremore Ranch. It's a rock tumbler's paradise. So we just pulled in. We couldn't get very far in yet. Teri's going to go see how far we can go on these roads. So she's just having us hunt right around the highway here. And I'm looking around finding all kinds of great little tumbler type rocks. Let me show you. You see lots of stuff like this. These are great for tumbling. Just perfect jaspers, cherts, flints, whatever you want to call it. They're just everywhere. So I am going to stock up on this kind of stuff. Okay, the good news is we are going to be able to head down to Calamity Creek. There goes Teri. She just checked it out for us, and the road is passable, so we're going to head down there. This area up here near the highway has lots of great tumbler stones, but you know, I'd rather find some big old agates and petrified wood. So hopefully Calamity Creek on the Larremore Ranch is the place to find it. We'll see. Well, it's been a little while, but I finally found a couple of agate rocks here. This one on the right is clearly an agate. And this one has got some translucency. So, well, there's not a lot here like from yesterday at the coconut, but if you look around, you can find some stuff in here. I just picked this one up. This is that micro sort of mossy, plumy agate. This stuff shines up great, and I can make a cab out of this as well. Just found this little nodule, just glowing in the sun. I'm just down here in this little wash area, and I finally found what I think is my first good find. Check this out. Look at the pluminess in there. It's just a small agate, but wow, look at all that detail. Oh, that made my day. It's the best find so far. And less than a foot away, I found this. This is some kind of little agate here. You can clearly see it has banding in it. Now, this could be a fun one to take home and cut. I have no idea what this will look like on the inside, but clearly it's an agate. Check out this beauty I just found. This is a dynamite little agate. It's obviously already broken open. Good thing, because I may not have noticed that outside, but there it was just laying there. So I get better light on it for you. Wow. Right in this little wash area here. You just gotta hunker down and just look very closely. They're here. I just picked this up. It's probably nothing. The reason I'm gonna take it though is because when I got it wet, you see right there on the end, you can see that red, I don't want to call it banding, but it's something. So this could be, I stress, could be an agate nodule. Let's take it home and cut it and find out. Check out this rock I just found. I would sure love to find a big piece of this. Look at the color in this thing. Wow. I'm really digging this little wash area here. There's a lot of good stuff here. You just have to take the time and look. Now, I just found these two really nice pieces here. This is some sort of, I think it's a mossy jaspery stone, very pretty. This will be a great tumbler piece here, but then as I'm sitting down to film this, I spotted this. That sure looks like an agate nodule to me. Look at that. Cool. And I just picked up another excellent piece of this mossy, agate, jaspery material that I like so much. Look at the pattern in there. Isn't that beautiful. Check that out. Wow, you can just see that very fine mossiness in there. Within just a couple of feet of my bucket, I found 4 different types of agates here. Look at the mossiness in that one. Wow. That's a little seam agate there. I'm not exactly sure what that is, and this is just some pretty little chalcedony nodule here. It looks like it might have some banding. Wow. Amazing. Right next to this fresh pile, look at this. Looks like it's glowing. Oh yeah, that's definitely an agate. It's got some nice color to it. Let me get this wet for you. Yeah, check that out. Ooh, that's pretty stuff. Wow. Just love these agates. I'm still in the same area, and I just found 5 more interesting little rocks here. This will be a good tumbler, I think. That's some kind of interesting agate right there. That's another one of those mossy agatey rocks, and I don't know what this one is. It looks like it has banding on the outside. It's broken open. And then that's a beautiful little agate right there. Very small, but tumble up nicely. Since I decided to change my focus to these small stones, I have just been having a field day. I'm still literally right here in the same little area, and I found 3 more keepers. There's 2 more of those pieces of that yellow jasp agate, and then another little, that's just a little agate nodule. Look at that. Wow. I may never leave. 1 more handful to show you. I still haven't left the area. We got a beautiful plume agate there. Look at that. This little, about to fall here. This little tiny agate right here. And of course, some more of that mossy, plumy stuff. I'm literally still within about 6 or 7 feet of where I started. All right, time for another rock update. I found these 3. I'm in a different area. This one just has really cool layering on it. That's some kind of, I think it's some sort of greenish agate right there. And then of course, just a little agate nodule. I've moved on from my earlier honey hole, and I'm looking for another one. I'm back down in one of these little tributaries, and I found, look at that. That's definitely an agate. Let's see how big it is. Ooh. Well, you know, it's not huge, but it does have, you see some banding on it. Lots of quartz, of course. Oh, very cool. Okay, another check-in with the hand. This time we have 5 more small rocks to add. There's another one of those beautiful mossy agates. This is, I don't know, some opaly material. This is, I think, a really cool piece of jasper. I don't know that green on top is anything more than staining, but it is beautiful. There's a little agate right there that was broken, but look at that. Look at the detail in it. And I believe that's some kind of little agate nodule as well. Yeah, that's a good one right there. It's very small, but look at that. It's got pluminess inside. These will all be fun to take back to the shop. I just spotted this guy down here, and the question is it an agate? I think it is. You can see it's got a lot of quartz right there. But what will happen when we cut into that? We're going to find out, because I'm going to take this home. I just found another big chunk of this mossy, wonderful mossy agate. Look at that. I love this stuff so much. I don't know what I'll do with this one. Maybe I'll do a cut and tumble video on it or something. Looks like I've got a nice large rock bar here. Let's see what I can find in this area. It's funny, as soon as I said that I looked down and I saw this, clearly an agate. I don't know if you can hear that. There's some kind of buzzing insect right around me here. All right, grabbed a few more interesting little rocks. You can't really tell, but that one's green. It's very small. That's an agate nodule. A little piece of agate there. That, I believe, is an agate nodule. That's one, and of course, that's one. Not too bad for a few minutes. Look what I just found down here. This is a decent sized agate nodule, don't you think? Don't even need to spray this one. This is agate all day long. I've been scanning these sidewalls here. You never know what you'll find, right? These rocks erode from somewhere to get down where I'm finding them. And I see this little shiny thing right here, just glowing. What is this? Ooh. Okay, it's a small nodule. It counts though, right? Still on this sidewall here. Do you think that that is one right there? Oh, it's small. Darn it. But it is a little agate nodule, just a tiny one. This sidewall game is kind of fun, actually. It's kind of like a puzzle. See that up there? That looks like some of that wonderful jaspery material that I've been collecting. Let's get that out of there. Let's move this stuff, and oh, there it goes. Well, it's kind of plain, but it's still the same material. It should tumble up nicely. Check out this nice piece of jasper that I found. Look at the coloring in this. Wow. I wish there was more of that. Well, I'll work with that. I can make a beautiful cabochon from this. Check this out, a nice nodule right here. How big is this one gonna be? Well, it's a small one. Doggone it. I keep hoping that this will just be the tip of an iceberg. That's all right though. Is this a little sea maggot right here? Kind of looks like it. Let's pop it up. Yeah, I think so. Sure. It's narrow, but that's all right. Sea maggot's a sea maggot, right? I hope you enjoyed rock hunting with me. Thank you so much for coming along. This is the end of part 3. I did enjoy the South Larremore Ranch once I realized the secret. And for me anyway, that secret is look for the small stuff. As you saw, I found a lot of really great agates and some other nice rocks as well. And I look forward to showing you them up close and cleaned up in part 4 of this video series, which will be out in, well, probably a couple of weeks. Thank you again for coming along. Here's one last view of this beautiful South Larremore Ranch. Look at the scenery. Just walking back to the cars, I had to stop and get this. Look at that. Wow. And that's where I'm headed right back over there.